Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I am Cortex Zero. So, not too long ago on one of my live streams, I had mentioned that there was a haunted house that my friends and I used to mess around in. And every time we would go, something bad would happen afterwards, or like literally within minutes of us leaving, or even in the house. And look, if you're skeptical and you don't believe in these kinds of things, that's fine. But what I'm gonna do today, I don't think it can hurt. If this is something that doesn't actually exist, then there is literally no harm done. But I'm going back to the spot where the house used to be because it burned itself to the ground, as they say. And I'm going to shut the door, so to speak, and go back and basically make amends for being an asshole inside of the house. There's a lot of people out there who believe in this kind of thing, and if you had been with us while we experienced what we did, your feelings may be different than they are now watching this video. Now, if you are somebody that just feels the way that I do, that there could be something to this, then maybe you understand where I'm coming from and you realize that, hey, this probably isn't that bad of an idea, you should probably go do it. This has been many years in the making. I have not been back in, let me think, I think it's been about 6 years, which is interesting in itself for certain reasons, but personal reasons. I'll make sure to give you guys some backstory so you understand what all of this is about, if you weren't present during the live stream when I was talking about it. Either way, I'm minutes away from the remnants of the Purgatory house. Alright, I've arrived. I haven't been parked in this spot in a long time. So there used to be a fence right there. As you can see, there's no trespassing signs, and I'm technically about to break the law. Which I don't really want to do, but you know, for the sake of the video. So this is the way we used to come in. We used to come off this road, make a right, you drive up, make a right into that little path there. You'd park up as best as you could so that your car couldn't be seen from the road because, you know, they didn't really want people here. This is Purgatory Road that I'm standing on. Yes, that is the actual name of the road. And yeah, we're gonna see what happens here, man. There used to be a fence right here. We would hop it and walk through the path. All right, this is the fun part, trying not to be seen. This is a lot easier than it used to be. The path is actually really overgrown compared to what it used to be. Jesus, look at all this. This used to be a lot easier to walk through. Wow, this is like completely overgrown. This used to be like a dirt path, honestly. Now it's like completely different. Oh my God, is that the tree branch we used to move? So, okay, part of the story goes that there'd be this big tree branch we would have to move out of our way when we would walk along the path to where the house was. And I think that's it right there, man. I can't believe it's still here after all this time. I mean, I know it's a tree, but still, Jesus, look at all this, man. Look at what I'm walking through. I think this is it, though. All right, well, I made it through. The house used to be right back here. Oh, it smells like incense back here a little bit. I don't know if it's maybe, you know, similar materials that are used, or, you know, I'm not implying that it's like, you know, ooh, spooky incense. I'm just being honest. Like, that's the smell I'm picking up. Look at this tree. Oh yeah, I remember this. Look at this tree. That's a weird one. So the house used to be right here. It was like right up here. Oh. Wow. And there's nothing here anymore, man. My legs are cramping walking through this. There's nothing here anymore. This is really weird being back here, man. I'll tell you that much. Really, really weird being back here. We had a lot of really strange experiences in this house. Yeah, the house was like, yeah, the house was right here. That's it, right there. That's where the house was, where that white pole is. Oh, this is weird. It's like a silo or something over there. Now, obviously, because I'm here. Dude, I really do smell incense. That's weird. It actually is kind of strong. It's a little weird. I wish I could like share smells over video. So behind me right there where that white pole is, right over my shoulder, that's where the house stood. I'll tell you guys some of the things that happened in there. There were some incidents that we experienced. We used to go in there. My friend Brian had suggested we come out here one day, and we waited till it got dark out, and we were in there, and we heard all types of weird tapping noises and rocks being thrown, and it was none of us. But now we used to go in there, you know, we'd then smoke some weed and, you know, things that 20-year-olds would do, and we would leave, and then weird shit would happen. I'll tell you one of the stories. We were in there, and my friend's girlfriend passed out as she was walking out of the house. There was like cinder blocks that you would use to get up into the house because the steps weren't there anymore. And she had a really weird vision while she was out. She had a vision of a red alarm clock. We all go back to my girlfriend's house at the time. We all stayed the night, so we know none of us left each other's sight. We come back the next day, and spray painted, or whatever kind of paint it was, on the wall of the house were the words Strawberry Alarm Clock, which is also a band, a psychedelic band from the 60s. And I have no way of explaining how that went down. None of us could have done it. We were all with each other. We all saw each other. Another time, we were leaving the house, and this is one of the weirder ones. And it was dead quiet in my friend's SUV. And imagine everyone, all like 5 or 6 of us in the car at the exact same time, after like 5 minutes of silence, all at the same time, without knowing that the other one was about to speak. We were all like, yo, look out for deer, or oh, what if a deer walked out in front of us? And the biggest deer I have ever seen in my entire life walked in front of the truck, and we barely missed it by like a foot, man. If that. It was probably closer. That was weird. So we all had like a synchronicity moment, like our brains were all connected together. I have a weird vibe being back here. I won't even lie to you. Like, I feel very, very strange being back here. There is a vibe to this place that you would just have to be here to understand if you're somebody that can feel those kinds of things. There's definitely an energy, a presence, a heaviness to the air. It's really strange. So some of the other stuff that happened. There was a point in time where we had gone to the house, did what we did, hung out, we left, and we pulled up to my girlfriend's house, and where we were parked, there it's not on a hill or anything. I'm just, you know, debunking all of the possibilities here, because I had to do this, because I'm like, how is this possible? The door to my friend's SUV, the back door, the back passenger door, I opened it. I turned to the left, and I'm grabbing my hoodie out of the car. The door slams shut and cracks. The window cracks right in front of me. And I'm like, which one of you just slammed the door as hard as you could? And it was nobody. Everybody was either in the house or away from the vehicle already. The other story I can share with you is that we were in my girlfriend's living room. It was me, her, and her best friend, and we were watching TV, and she was like, hey, have you guys noticed something? So we asked her what, and she says, nothing bad has happened since we left the house. And as soon as the word house left her mouth, down comes my girlfriend's brother, tumbling down the steps, and an air conditioner falls next to his head, because that's what he was carrying with him, and it probably could have seriously injured him. And then there was the one last time that I went back here. It was with her and my girlfriend at the time, and one of her good friends that she used to call her cousin. They were basically family. And, you know, my life took a really weird turn after those visits to the house. There were a lot of bad things that happened, a lot of really just negative energy just everywhere. Just nothing felt good. Life sucked. You know, I had some serious problems that I dealt with personally. I've fought through those battles, and I've, you know, come out of it not unscathed but victorious. I'm here and I'm alive, and I'm proud to say that I got through those things. But sometimes I wonder if this house put a curse on us. I hate to say that. You know, I believe in a lot of paranormal things, a lot of unexplained and strange occurrences that I really subscribe to, that I think have some kind of validity to them. They are something that we just don't understand, that our science cannot explain yet, and maybe never will. Maybe there's a reason behind that. We are just humans after all. Who are we to say anything? What do we really know? And the only perspective that we really have is our own. And maybe there are things that reside outside of our perception that we cannot possibly examine. So I'm going to say a little something to whatever spirits may be here, off camera, because I feel like that's the more appropriate way of doing it. And I'll be back in just a moment. So what I did is I kind of knelt down and pretty much spoke to whoever was here and told them that I was sorry if I disrespected them, you know, with the way that we acted in the house. You know, think about it this way, because we don't know, you know, none of us know. We'll know when we pass away and meet our maker, so to speak. Imagine you dying a tragic death, or you were murdered, something violent happened, a tragedy of any sort, and your spirit is still attached to a house, the house maybe that it happened in, and as you are roaming the in-between, people come and go, and they don't take notice to you, or they hear the noises that you're trying to make to communicate with them, or they just don't show you any kind of respect, and maybe that bothers you, and so you exert some force, some energy on them to make them realize that something bad did happen in that house, and that you need to grow up and realize that sometimes there's an appropriate time for joking around, and there are times where you shouldn't joke around. And I'm wondering if this place was one of those spots. You know, this is one of the few places I can honestly say that when I come here, I physically feel something. I won't lie to you. As I was walking back here, I almost turned around. I almost didn't want to go the entire way back. I mean, you can see what I'm walking through right now here. This is pretty thick. God knows what's on me at this point. I could feel something. And yes, I'm close to a road. But once you get right back there, you forget where you are. You forget that there are cars around you and people driving around, and you truly feel like you're by yourself. I'm going to go back and review this footage and see if maybe I captured something. Maybe there's something in the background that I didn't know, that I didn't see the first time around when I was actually out here. But I'm debating on whether I should do like an EVP session. I'm thinking about it. Maybe this place is very like, this is bad juju over here, man. This is why I came here, to basically apologize to whatever's here, because I take it that seriously because of what had happened to us when we were younger, when we would come here. This is not one of my favorite places to be after all of those times. I can tell you that much. Alright, I won't lie to you. You ever get like It's just a gut feeling. It's time to go. I don't know why, but I think it's just time to go. I think that's enough of that. Like I said, I don't know what's here, man. For all I know, this could be sacred Indian burial ground land. I have no idea, you know, but I just got like that feeling where it's just like, all right, you know what? You've worn out your welcome. It's time to go. So this is the part where when we would leave, we would have to duck down real low because of the road. They didn't really want us being here even then. So I'm gonna have to try to make it over the chain link fence without anybody noticing me. Should be alright. I mean, it's just random people driving by. This would just be a terrible time for a police officer to drive by. That's the only thing. Alright, we're out. We're out. We made it. That was quite a journey. So that's the remnants of the Purgatory house. At least the property. There really are no remnants to speak of. I was kind of expecting to maybe see, like, you know, a little bit of burnt rubble, if anything, but there's literally nothing there. I would have been able to see it from where I was standing from. There's nothing. There's actually nothing there. We're gonna see what we can find on the video, if anything. I just wanted to kind of give you guys the rundown on that story. I know you guys have been wanting me to do more videos like this regarding the paranormal, anything unexplained. My first ghost hunting video did pretty well, I thought. It's up to 15,000 views, so I appreciate you guys for watching that. And I always appreciate the feedback, whether you're a skeptic or a believer. It doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of all these things. If you like the content, please leave a like and subscribe. I plan on making more content like this in the future. Probably within the next couple weeks, I'll probably go somewhere else. Maybe go to Carranza's or somewhere else that's haunted. Maybe the Brick Factory. And if you guys are interested in whatever those places are, because I haven't really told you anything about them yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you know when I've uploaded something new. I love all you guys. Your support has been tremendous. I thank you so much, and make sure to stay safe out there. I appreciate you all watching this video, but there is one more piece of information that I have to share with you. So today, a couple of the guys that I play with on PlayStation, that you all know from my live streams, wanted to hear a sample of some of the weird stuff that I found while going through my footage. I took my phone, I placed the speaker up against the microphone on my headset, and as I hit play, my phone died while it was on 25%, which has never happened before. But it gets better. Simultaneously, my Wi-Fi goes out, and my PlayStation restarted itself. It could have been a coincidence, but if you look at everything as a whole, all of the eerie things that I found in this footage, and all of the terribly strange things that happened to me years ago, along with my friends, something tells me that there may be a connection between them. Take care, everybody. Stay safe, and thank you for watching.